Let's do this one, because it seems... How can she... Saw nothing, like, behind a wall. Nah, okay, let's go... Oops. Is she lying? Okay, let's see. Her eyes... She stopped moving in her mouth. What? Oh? She's swallowing. That's weird. She stopped swallowing. Now she's talking again. What the heck? I really shouldn't be looking. Okay, here again. I saw nothing. Look. And then she's... See, she is now swallowing. That's weird. Okay. The late Mr. Tooth's body. How does she know it's there?
Gotcha!
The late Mr. Lutus's body, you say? Yes. You know something more about Mr. Lutus's death than you are saying. What? I can see you're trying not to remember, but the effort made you swallow. You can't fool my eyes. She's lying? How can it be? It is true. It was so terrible after all. Why did Mr. Lutus have to be shot? One moment, Lamiroir. Ooh, she knows more than she's telling us. Yes? What was that you just said? Why did Mr. Lutus have to be shot? Yes? She was hiding something. I knew it! Lamiroir, I'm afraid you haven't realized it, but your words just now contradict your testimony. Eh? How could that be? Take this! Lamiroir contradicted her own testimony, and I have the evidence to prove it. She says she saw nothing, right? And she doesn't know anything, and she doesn't tell the details. But the investigation request thing, no one else should know about the incident. Tell me, Lamiroir, how did you know he had been shot? Well, immediately following the incident, a gag order was placed on the scene, and we signed our life away. This is the document proving that. In your testimony, you told the court, no one told me anything about the incident. Furthermore, you testified that you had seen nothing. Yet, you knew that Mr. Lutus had been shot. How could you have known? York? That sounds like a, what's it called? I forgot. Those things in Paper Mario. Those little green things that bounce up and down and suck your health away. Oh, whatever. Lamiroir, you aren't hiding something from this court, I hope. That sweet song of hers was sounding a little too sweet. Now remember. Please, allow me to add to my testimony. Of course. All we want to know is the truth. She looks kind of pale, huh? She saw something. I know it! Even the victim said so. I saw bullet holes in the wall and knew Miss Lutus had been shot. Seriously? She's not lying. Let's see. Or not having any twitches or whatever. Only a glimpse, yet you knew they were bullet holes? Yes, I recognized them immediately. I have seen bullet holes before, you know. You have traveled the world as a singer. You must have sung in places far more dangerous than our country. I go wherever my voice is needed. Those places are many these days. That's really cool. I hope to get to travel like Lamiroir someday. Yeah, go on a some kind of magic tour. I plan on recording my next album overseas. Their studios have a different sound, you know. Maybe I should go on a Horse of Steel tour too. Who the heck's gonna go on watch you yell at stuff? Okay, nothing there. But how would... Okay, she saw bullet holes. Let me check my bag of tricks. You see where the door is? And the bullet holes? How would she know? Yeah. How can she see the bullet holes if it's on the same side of the door?
Objection!
I'm cold. Okay, whatever. I'm being random now. I didn't read it because it skipped by itself. Meh. But lies are hardly becoming such a creature. I'd put down worthy of a prosecutor, Mr. Justice. Such put-downs are highly becoming of you, Apollo. Stop polishing your forehead and start polishing your character, yeah? Yeah, he said something really cool and everyone's like, should tell him not to. But Clever, you're always being cool and everything. Why can't we be too? Come on, can't I be cool for once? You are cool, Apollo. Observe the diagram. Lamiroir, you looked in from the door for just a moment, correct? Yes, that is so. There were bullet holes in the room, yes? But they were in the wall. The door is on. You see? Assuming you merely glanced into the room, you couldn't have seen those bullet holes. Yoink! Lamiroir. Yes? I'm afraid the defense has raised a good point. It appears you have been holding back something. And I must tell you what it is I saw? Yes. The happenings in the shot are being recorded, and I'm certain it will be on the news in Virginia. You understand? Your reputation is at stake. It falls to you to avoid tarnishing it. Personally speaking, I still believe that cross-examining her will yield us absolutely nothing. Come on, it's worth a try, come on. But she knew how Miss Latus died, and he named her as a witness. You must have seen something, Lamiroir. Gavel. Very well, Lamiroir, please continue your testimony. Very well, I shall. What I saw, two. I was on my way from the stage to the backstage exit. There was something like a little window there. That's how I saw it. There were 2 shots. I couldn't do anything to stop it. But it wasn't Matchy. It was a grown person. I know it was. Whoa. So you did witness the crime. And the killer was a grown person, you say? Ack. This is my first time hearing this, I assure you. Nice play, Forehead. Very well, Mr. Justice. You may begin your cross-examination. Great going, Apollo! You were right about Lamiroir. What's wrong? You don't look too happy. This whole thing smells fishy. That's what's wrong. Huh, that doesn't it, huh? So you were heading toward the dressing room? Yes. So this is a little before she opened the dressing room door and dropped her brooch. About the same time Emma and I heard those shots. I was on my way back. Confusing. There's a little window there. Now, so you know about the little window. What exactly is something like a little window? Yes, well, window is the best word I know in English. I think this is how it is said, yes? You need not to worry, Lamiroir. Your choice of words is impeccable. There is a small window in the dressing room in question. Perhaps the defense remembers this detail. That little window on the wall. I saw the crime from there. Huh. This seems fishy how she's saying all this stuff. There are 2 shots, and she can't do anything to stop it. You're certain you heard the 2 shots fired? Yes, quite certain. I was on my way to the backstage exit. This was when I heard a faint sound, like a gunshot. Wondering what it had been, I peered through the window. That is when I heard the second gunshot much closer. And there were 2 bullet holes at the scene. No contradiction so far. It all happened on the other side of that window. There was nothing I could do. But it wasn't Matchy. It was a grown person. I know it was. Fishy, huh? A grown person? That's a little vague. I'm sorry. My skill with your language is lacking. I know. Certainly, you could at least see whether the shooter was male or female. It was a man, a young man. Huh. And you're sure of that? Yes, his voice was quite clear. Voice? Looking at the diagram, it seems the dressing room was quite cluttered. It doesn't seem like that you wouldn't have quite a clear view of the shooter. As a singer, I rely more on my ears than my eyes. When I hear a voice, I do not forget it. That voice was the voice of a man. So you heard a voice, but wait. Couldn't that have been the victim, Mr. Latus? Absolutely not. Did I just not say that I do not forget the voice? If it was Mr. Latus who spoke, I would have known. Indeed. So you were at the window and you heard the shooter's voice, the voice of a young man. Apollo, this is a good testimony that proves it wasn't matchy. Indeed. If this turns out to be true, it would cast this case in a considerably different light. What is the defense's opinion of this testimony? I want to say it's pretty good because, you know, it's like, it's on our side and it's good for us, but it's contradictory. So it pays you to say this. There's something about Lamiroir's testimony that rings false. Heh, bravo, Air Forehead. You're colder than I thought. I'm sure you remember what the problem is as well as I do, Gavin. As has been established, no grown man could pass through that air vent. He couldn't have fled the scene of the crime. But that means Lamiroir has to be lying! I know, and I know it's bad for our case, but I can't shut my eyes to this. Believe me, the idea was tempting. Yeah, it was, wasn't it? It is as Air Forehead says, yet this is not the only contradiction with her testimony. What's next? What's he talking about? Lamiroir, I understand why you would want to protect Maxy, yet remember you are the siren of the ballad, and lies do not become such a creature. Yeah, Apollo said this earlier, and he's saying it. What does the prosecution mean? Apollo, what's he talking about? How come no one bats an eye when he says stuff like that? Yeah, Apollo said it earlier, and everyone's telling him, don't be cool. And now when he says it, everyone's like, oh, so unfair, isn't it? I recall the state of the crime scene quite well. The state of the room? Yes, and when the murder took place, that window was closed. I find it hard to believe you could hear a voice through it. What? But I'm sure. Lamiroir, I have nothing but the highest regard for your musical sense, but my opinion of you as a witness is somewhat lesser. Wow, I don't know what to say. But she's the only eyewitness we have! So you say, and the victim named her, the siren, as the witness? That's right, that's what Mr. Latouche. We heard your claim, we've entertained the possibility, and it brought us to this. Wall smashing. Air Judge. Yes, the prosecution requests that the witness be excused. Please. I'm afraid I must honor the prosecution's request. There is indeed a question of the witness's credibility. But if Lamiroir can't testify, then we don't have a chance of proving Maxy's innocence! Oh great, this is not good. His cross-examination is over. Prosecutor Gavin, you may continue making your case. Thank. I'm thinking that's thank you. Now where were we? Ah yes, I would like to hear from Fraulein Detective again.
Objection!
Wait, let me hear Lamiroir's testimony one last time! But this cross-examination is ready over, until such a time as a need arises. This witness may leave the stand. Lamiroir, no! I'm sorry I could not be of more assistance. Alas, back to the real trial. Did we just lost our only shot at this case? Is it over for us? Ready, Air Forehead? Gert, I hope I didn't just miss my only chance. Fraulein Detective, how far had we gotten until we were so rudely interrupted? By Apollo, no less. Don't ask me! Ain't no laughing. I dislike saying the same thing twice, and I never repeat a song for an encore. If you would, Miss Sky. I believe I was saying that the only way Mr. Latouche's killer could have escaped was through that air vent on the ceiling. Ah yes, there was only one door in the room, and a witness, you, was standing in front of it. That air vent isn't very big, see? Kinda limits the people who could possibly get through. I certainly would have a difficult time. Yeah, just imagine the judge trying to go through an air vent. That is hilarious! You sure would. Not that you would have been there in the first place, though. Remember, the whole backstage area was off limits to people not involved with the concert. The only one who meets the conditions for a killer is the defendant. Just because he can fit through the air vent, and he is part of the concert, yes. A virtuoso performance, I couldn't have put it better myself. She does state a clear case.